What's up, y'all? Welcome. That's right. I'm wearing the same clothes. It's the same morning. Just a couple minutes ago, I just got finished shooting that video for basically, I was addressing some fat folks who keep saying they chubby. And I was introducing how when I do get a better camera and I have more time, I'm going to do full workouts for the chubby clan. It's a lot coming on this channel, man. This channel is at least a year overdue. So you're going to see in the beginning of my channel, I'm about to be shooting a lot of videos back to back to back to back, because I have to shoot these videos before I forget the content. I got lots of topics, and this is just for the vlog. VLOG. This is what this is for. I got a whole bunch of other topics for my blog. BLOG. I got a lot I need to say and a lot I need to address. So if you see me wearing the same clothes, stuff like that, that's right. I recorded 2 or 3 videos, maybe even 4 videos within the same day. I got to get this stuff off before I forget the content. Now, with that being said, I think I done said that enough times, right? Black folks, black men. Yeah, I got a couple series lined up. I'm telling you, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. This is a 2-part series. This is gonna start with the black man, and I ain't gonna sit up here and tell y'all what we need to do. I'm just trying to let you know, yes, racism is real. It is, but that's no excuse, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you that as a black man, you're gonna have to learn to deal with nearly everybody working against you, even black women. There's a lot of black women out here who's not really for black men. They just try to act a certain way in public because they know how shameful it is for a woman with the same skin color as another man to turn on them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that mad at black women for anything that they do, because I'm not one of those black dudes. I'm familiar with the streets, right? I'm familiar with them, but I'm not ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't hanging out in the hood like that. You know what I'm saying? I knew folks who was hood, gang bang, all that. I knew that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because folks say that respect is earned. I'm not saying that's a lie, but in my experience, I gave out respect and I was given respect in return. So I was good nearly everywhere that I went. I didn't have to have, I wasn't one of those people that were like, oh man, I can't go over to that certain side of the city. I got beef over there. I was one of those dudes that would tell one of the homies I was with, like, man, let's ride over here to this side of the city and see who's over there and see what's up. Maybe we'll hoop some cats, you know? That's what I did. That's how I stayed out the streets. I hooped a lot. And then I knew cats who was gangbanging. They be like, oh man, I can't go over there. I got beef over there. I'm like, well, shoot, man, I'll holler at you when I get back to this side of town, and I'll bounce. Because I ain't had no problems like that, because I wasn't in the hood. I ain't gangbang. I wasn't on that. And now that I'm an adult, I'm a grown man, and I be working these little jobs that I work. I be working basic jobs that just require a high school diploma. I do security, by the way. But anywho's, I had this thing going on where these black folks, whenever they get around me, they want to start doing all this ghetto talk and all this hood talk. Like, dude, I use slang all the time. Man, my speech is from '04. I'm from '06, homie. So, hey, man, look, if you wasn't outside and hanging out and kicking it in '04 and '06, you may not catch a lot of words that fly out my mouth. I'm from '04. I'm from '06. I still talk like such, dude. I'm old. They keep calling me old, but I'm only 29. But then again, '06 was half of my life ago. I was 14 years old in '06, and I just haven't been tripping about the fact that I've been alive nearly 3 decades. This is my last year in my 20s. Brother is getting old. Man, I can't get out the 90s, dude. I still be bumping the 90s, man. 90s R&B, late 90s, early 2000s is what I get down with. Look, that has nothing to do with nothing, man. Look, this video is about how black men are the most hated man on the face of the earth. And for y'all black women out there, I'm not pro-black. Well, I am a little bit, because I experience these things. This is what I'm telling you, man. We are the most unprotected people in America. That's why this Black Lives Matter stuff is happening. But this is a 2-part series. I'm going to address how that Black Lives Matter stuff is complete monkey business. I'm going to address that. I'll probably address that in this video after this, and then I'll probably go home and get ready and go to work. All right? Now, with that being said, black women are also unprotected too. But because of feminism, all women are included, so black women aren't as unprotected as the black men. There's pretty much there's pretty much classifications of people that protect them from certain harsh realities of society and certain abuse. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, since everybody has a movement, including black people now, right? So things might change for black men, but I don't think I'm gonna like the kind of change that this Black Lives Matter is gonna bring about, because it's gonna be more of a I pity you as a black person, not really like, oh, now we've been wrong about the way we treated y'all black folks since ever. We've been wrong about the way we treated y'all. You know what? It's about time that we actually start treating y'all like people. I don't think that's what the Black Lives Matter movement is going to achieve. It's going to be more of a petty thing. Like, look, we feel so sorry for you people, so we're going to go ahead and just be less harsh. That's what I think is going to happen. I could be completely wrong. I'm not saying this is prophecy. This is just my opinion, right? Right. Now, when you're a black man, people fear you. Because if you pay attention, um, black men aren't usually very out of shape. Even if we don't work out, yeah, black men aren't usually in shape. And a lot of black men aren't really very short people, you know what I'm saying? Being like 5'5" and stuff, that is short. But a lot of black men be 5'7" and up though, if you notice that. 5'7" is short. I'm 5'9", yeah. And I got all this weight. You know how gravity works, so I got all this fat weighing me down to the ground. So if I lose some weight, I probably look a little taller, but I'm only 5'9". You know what I'm saying? That's with my shoes off. I'm 5'9", okay? Now, the way the black man is built and the way we carry ourselves and our mentality, we grow up being black, so we don't really expect to fit in with the rest of society. We expect to handle our business and do the best that we can. And that's why I'm saying I'm not really pro-black, but I'm understanding how exactly the black man is treated. Black women aren't really for us, man. They're not. They just, man, look, other races don't get down with that fake weave and being fat and having multiple kids stuff. They don't play that monkey business. That's why a lot of black chicks try to stick with black men. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to tell this when I be on YouTube. I be trying to tell them. I be in the comment section like, look, I'm not yours and you're not mine. Just because we black, I don't mean I'm not yours. They be like, our men, our women. I'm like, they're not our women. That's them own people. They're their own people, right? Now, 50% of black women are overweight, right? And this isn't I hate black women thing. This isn't one of those. I'm trying to tell you that as a black man, we really do stand alone. I'm saying all of this about black women because anything that can be said about every other race has been said. Nobody's addressing black women. I'm going to address black women and black men, but I'm trying to tell you, us black men, we actually have to look out for each other. I wasn't on this. I wasn't on no pro-black. I was, because I still feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? Walking down the street like I'm walking right now, depending on who I cross paths with, one day I could be a brother. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day I could just be another nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of black folks, a lot of black men, they be too jealous. I can't walk down the street without some nigga just mugging me. I'm like the way some of these niggas be looking at you. And I don't even use niggas a lot. When I use the word nigga, I'm not using it in a polite way. If I use the word nigga, I'm clowning you. So yeah, I'm being disrespectful with the word. I don't walk around like, what up, my nigga, and stuff like that. I quit that like when I was in my teens, really. I stopped saying nigga around what, like 17, 18-ish. Yeah, I stopped saying that. It slips out every once in a minute, you know. But us black men gotta stick together, man. 50% of black women are overweight. 50% of black women are overweight and 80% are obese. It's not uncommon for a woman to have multiple children or multiple baby daddies. Not my business, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody got their stuff. Everybody got their sins. Everybody done whatever they did. So I'm not judging you too harshly. But I'm just saying, though, people of other races, they not trying to be stepdaddy. They not trying to get with a fat woman who wears weave. I'm not saying black women are just unattractive. I'm just saying the way that they carry themselves. A lot of races don't get down with black women, so they be like, oh yeah, we faithful to black men. I'm like, no. I've seen this happen. If a black woman could get with if a black woman could get with a white man, she will. She would just straight up turn her back. But I'm not counting on them for loyalty. You know what I'm saying? But the more I see the struggle for black men and even black women, I'm starting to become a little pro-black, but I'd rather not though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a selfish person, and plus, I'm not trying to get involved in any movement. But the most hated man on the face of this earth is the black man. Because first off, a lot of us aren't really unattractive, fat, sloppy type people, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of us, black folks, this is why I'm proud to be black. Because black folks just have more soul than every other people on the planet. That's why you can tell when a black person is black. You ever met a mixed person? or met a white person who really grew up around black people, you could tell when somebody's black when they start talking, because our soul comes out on a vocal level in our voice. When you black, you sound different. All of us, man. I sound a little corny. I may sound a little white, but you could tell by the way I sound that I'm a brother. Straight up. I'm not a nigga. I'm a brother. Get that right. So people can look at us and tell that the way our mentality is, we're not really depending on them for help. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the control system, is that when you expect something from somebody else, you give them control, as in you waiting on them to help you or give you what you want or what you need. A lot of black folks, a lot of black men, just no matter how they get their money, they not really relying on society in general to take care of them. So that causes certain kind of fear in other people. And plus, we're usually well built. You see some fat black men, but you don't see just like, you see a lot of black dudes, but man, I see a lot of black men who are in better shape than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I work out, so I don't look too bad. Even though I'm fat, but I work out. You know what I'm saying? I got some guns on me. You know where the guns at? You can't really see the guns because I got this sweatshirt on. Anywho, and plus I'm fat, I already said that. And then when you come across a black man like me, or better, because I'm not the epitome of brothers. I'm really not. There's a lot better black men in this world than me, straight up. But they can see your potential, right? But even though they hate you, they can see your potential. And that's what scares most of this world and society, because they know that a black man is a very capable man. That's why they spend so much time trying to make you look like the crazy black dude. Because a black man who got his head on straight and isn't greedy, come on, man. That's how revolutions start. It is. That's how revolutions start. Somebody who got their head on straight, who's willing to do what needs to be done and isn't selfish. There's a lot of black people out here who are greedy, man. That's why the black church has been just a disaster since I don't know when. All the adultery and fornicating, and then just to come give me your money so I can roll around with this, man. Like, dude, man, I'm telling you, man, there's some black people out there, but then again, you can find that in every race. It's just selfishness and greed. But us black people are the most hated and the most feared. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really wants to check up on you as a man in general, because the only people that you can really openly clown and talk about, and there aren't any social consequences, are straight men. You know what I'm saying? When you're a man, people just expect things from you because of the feminist movement. These women have turned into misandrous. Everybody talks about misogyny, but nobody talks about misandry. There's a lot of man-hating women, but a lot of women who hate men also feel like men owe them. And plus, women can't stand to be alone like men can, so they still rely on us. There's a lot of man-hating and man-using women in this, man-using women in this world. So as a man, you are always required of, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in society gets to do whatever it is that they want to do. But when stuff hits the fan and things need to be rebuilt, or when somebody needs somebody to do something for them, who they going to ask? They're going to ask a young brother like me who's capable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting up here trying to tell you that I'm so much better than other people, but I'm telling you, man, I know about myself. And I'm not no raggedy, bottom of humanity type person, you know what I'm saying? I'm okay. I'm acceptable, all right? Get that right. I'm a decent person. I'm not a good person. I'm not a righteous person. I'm a decent person. Get that right. Now, what happened is that with the black man, right, is that everybody hates you. Everybody fears you. But they also, the same power that a black man has, people fear that, but respect it, but also require it. For real, there's always somebody in your face trying to ask you or get something for you, but don't nobody offer you nothing as a man in general, especially a black man. You know what I'm saying? It's like the slave mentality is still alive. It's like they still expect black men to serve them. I'm telling you, I'd be around and there'd be other people around. For some reason, when somebody wants something or needs something, they walk straight up to me. They don't be asking all these other people. They don't be asking them. Folks just really, I don't know. This is my opinion. I could be wrong about this, but I think that slave mentality is alive. I think people subconsciously, not purposely, I don't think they do it on purpose. I think they do it subconsciously. They expect black people to do things for them. You know what I'm saying? For real. I know people are lazy and they want people to do things for them all the time. I'm telling you, when you're a black man, everybody hates you, but also requires something of you. And depending on how you interpret it, man, sometimes it pisses me off. Other times it just hurts my feelings. I'm for real. Because very few people check up on you. And guess what? When somebody do check up on you, it's usually another guy who understands the burdens that come with you as a man. Nobody even cares. Nobody cares how good you're doing in life. You're a man. You better be doing something for somebody. And how dare you as a decent man be single? Oh, I'm going to talk about that one. How dare you as a decent man be single? Man, if you a decent, capable man, it's like you have to be serving or giving yourself over to somebody. The nerve of you to actually live your life in the act of self-preservation, that's a lot of nerve, especially as a black man. How dare you be good looking? How dare you be good looking, smart, in good shape, and not be giving yourself over to some woman or giving yourself over to some cause or up here slaving and breaking your back at some job? How dare you actually want to keep something for yourself? How dare you as a black man? That's the attitude I'm talking about, man. So, with that being said, us black men, we gotta look out for each other, dude, because ain't nobody else really gonna do it. And y'all white men out there, I ain't got nothing against y'all. I'm telling you, us men need to stick together because this feminist movement. I'm not saying these things to combat the feminist movement. I'm just saying though, things have gotten worse for decent, average, good, righteous, okay, acceptable, potential black men. Because nobody expects too much from old men. Gay men neither. Nobody expects too much from gay men. Nobody expects too much from fat men. And then nobody expects too much from like people who are just not really socially adept. And then nobody really expects nothing from them bad boys. And all races have, like, you know what I'm saying? You have niggas, you got white trash. I'm not sure what the Mexicans call their men who be out there. You know them cats. You know what I'm saying? That's always trying to dive in some coochie. You know what I'm saying? That don't really care about nothing, just selfish as dirt. And females like that bad boy stuff, but they don't require nothing of them. But guess what? When somebody needs some help, guess who they gonna ask? They're gonna ask a young, strong, smart, attractive young man like me or somebody else. That's what they're gonna ask. They can ask anybody in the world for help, but they're gonna ask somebody like me. I don't appreciate it. I don't mind helping people, but it's just good for somebody to give you a solid thank you, man. People be wanting your help, and they just give you the fakest thank yous in the world. You know what I'm saying? And in my experience, um, most of us as humans, we don't mind being used. We don't. We just hate being misused. Yeah, use somebody for what they good for. Stop trying to get things out of people that they rather not do. And don't be trying to guilt trip, man. That guilt tripping stuff is no good. Manipulating is no good. If somebody wants to do something for you, they will. Other than that, man, let it be. But us black men, we are the most hated man on the face of the earth because of our capabilities, and then people don't, and the lack of control that we have. But I'm gonna start getting to a lot more negative things because this is part one of part two of the series with black men. I'm addressing Black Lives Matter. My next video, I'm addressing Black Lives Matter and how that's monkey business. And I'm gonna give y'all a hint right now. Don't nobody kill black people more than black folk. Yeah. Yeah, I got things to say about that. Black folks can be very, very hypocritical. But I'm telling you, man, us black men and us men together, we the only people besides Christians that you can say anything about, and there are no social consequences. You can't talk about old people. You can't talk about fat people. You can't talk about women. You can't talk about children. You can't talk about Mexicans. And with this Black Lives Matter stuff, you can't talk about black people no more. So we got to remove that. The only fair game when it comes to taking shots, I'm not talking about drinking. I'm talking about taking shots where you say something, when you say something out of pocket about something on a person. When you say something out of pocket about a person without cause, that's what they call taking shots. When you just try to bring somebody down. The only people you could take shots on now are straight men and Christians. Because every time something religious happens and it's bad, it's going to be Christianity. But when religion is good, then it's all religions included, man. I think I'm maxing out on my time limit. But us black folks and us men together, man, we got to start taking care of each other because nobody else is going to do it. Everybody helps men. Everybody helps women and old people and children. But nobody helps nobody helps men. Nobody helps men except for good people who don't care. There's good people in this world who will help anybody. And that's who we have to rely on. Or it be another man who understands the struggle. Or it be a female who grew up around men and see how it was. There are some women who actually still have respect for men. They are becoming scarce. Yeah, respectful women who appreciate and actually like masculine men becoming scarce. A lot of chicks these days, they want men without the masculinity, But we can't be having that going on now, can we? It's a struggle being masculine. And I'm not even the most masculine. I'm obviously not that masculine. There's a lot more masculine people in the world, men in the world than me. But us black folks do. Most hated, but always required of. Yeah. I'm gonna get into some other stuff, man. I'm tired already, man. I just got up. I've been tired of this month. Anyways, I didn't stop complaining about being tired. It is what it is. I ain't the only tired person in the world. Hey, outro.